Narrator. Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. The decision to bring a new furry, feathered, or scaled friend into your home is a significant one, filled with anticipation and joy. But beyond the immediate excitement lies a deeply meaningful path, that of adopting a pet. This isn't just about getting a companion, it's about offering a second chance at life, a loving home, and a fresh start to an animal in need. The adoption journey, while incredibly rewarding, often involves a unique set of considerations, emotions, and practical steps. It's about understanding the animal's past, patiently building trust, and committing to their well-being for life. Understanding the various stages, the common misconceptions, and the profound benefits of adoption can empower aspiring pet parents to embark on this journey with greater confidence and compassion. Today we're diving deep into the heartwarming, sometimes challenging, but always fulfilling world of adopting a pet. We'll hear from two individuals who have personally navigated this path. Clara, who advocates for senior pet adoption and cherishes the unique bond it brings, and David, who recently adopted a young dog and shares insights into the integration process. By listening to their experiences and shared wisdom, you'll not only significantly enhance your English comprehension but also pick up valuable vocabulary for discussing animal welfare, rescue efforts, behavioral adjustments, and the incredible joy of giving an animal a forever home. Stay with us until the very end for a comprehensive practice session that will help you articulate your own adoption experiences and discuss the importance of rescue. Get ready to explore the beautiful journey of giving a second chance. Dialogue section. Clara: Hi David. It's wonderful to connect. I was just thinking about my cat Shadow, a wonderful senior rescue, and how the adoption process, though lengthy, was one of the most rewarding decisions I've ever made. What's your general experience with pet adoption, especially having recently welcomed a new dog? David: Hi Clara. Always a pleasure to chat. My recent experience adopting Buster, a young terrier mix, was certainly a journey. I'm still in the thick of the integration period, but the rewards are already immense. What's your initial thought on the most important aspect of considering pet adoption versus buying from a breeder? Clara: For me, it's primarily about animal welfare and giving a vulnerable creature a second chance. Shelters and rescues are often overwhelmed with animals needing homes, many through no fault of their own. Adopting from a shelter directly addresses this crisis. My biggest initial fear, especially with adopting a senior pet like Shadow, was whether she would have chronic health issues or behavioral problems that would be too difficult to manage. It would have been a real emotional challenge if she hadn't adapted. David: I completely understand that concern, Clara. The unknown history can be daunting. My biggest challenge with Buster was his initial shyness and some very mild separation anxiety. He'd pace and whimper when left alone. It took a lot of patience, positive reinforcement, and a structured routine to build his confidence and help him feel secure. That adjustment period is a significant part of the adoption journey. Clara: It certainly is. What's one unexpected win you've had with Buster since adopting him? Something that surprisingly went right or revealed a hidden charm? David: Believe it or not, Buster, despite his initial shyness, turned out to be incredibly intelligent and a quick learner. He picked up basic commands in days, and he's remarkably good at figuring out puzzle toys. It felt like a major triumph for both of us when he confidently navigated our neighborhood on a walk without constantly looking to me for reassurance. And one time he actually woke me up when the smoke detector battery was low, just a faint chirp I hadn't heard. He's incredibly perceptive. Clara: Wow, that's incredible, David. He's not just a companion, he's a highly intelligent, attentive part of your home. Those moments of unexpected aptitude or problem-solving are so reassuring and strengthen the bond. For me, a profound win was when Shadow, my senior cat, who initially hid under the bed for days, finally started kneading my lap and purring continuously. It felt like a deep, unspoken declaration of trust and comfort after her difficult past. And successfully transitioning her to a special diet that significantly improved her energy and coat quality was another major victory. David: Oh, that first show of complete trust from a rescue is an absolute game changer. It's like they're finally saying, okay, this is my safe place now. What's the most memorable misconception you personally encountered during the adoption process, Something you expected but turned out to be completely different. Clara. Well, I think a common misconception is that senior pets are problem pets, or just waiting to pass on. I believed, to some extent, that adopting Shadow meant accepting a very quiet, low-energy companion. But while she is calm, she's also incredibly playful in her own way, affectionate, and has a surprising amount of energy for her age. It taught me not to stereotype based on age and to truly appreciate the unique personality of every animal. David, that's a really important point, Clara. My most memorable misconception was believing that rescue animals are often broken or have irreparable behavioral issues. While some do require extra support, I found that many animals in shelters are just confused, scared, or haven't been given proper training. Buster came with some quirks, but with consistent effort and love, he's transformed. The idea of fixing them is misleading. It's about rehabilitating and understanding them. Clara, goodness. How on earth did you resolve that initial misconception and build confidence in your choice to adopt? David, it involved a lot of time spent at the shelter talking to the staff about Buster's temperament and reading up on positive reinforcement training methods. The shelter staff were incredibly helpful in providing his known history and observed behaviors. It definitely built my patience and taught me to approach adoption with an open mind and a willingness to invest time and understanding. What strategies do you typically use to mitigate the challenges of integrating a newly adopted pet, especially one with an unknown past? Clara, I try to establish a very predictable routine immediately upon adoption. Consistent feeding times, potty breaks, and quiet spaces for them to retreat to. I also use positive reinforcement training exclusively, focusing on rewarding desired behaviors rather than punishing unwanted ones. And for senior pets like Shadow, ensuring a quiet, low-stress environment is key. That significantly reduces their anxiety during the transition. A good pet insurance plan also helps alleviate the financial stress of unexpected veterinary needs, which can be more common with older animals. David, that's incredibly smart, Clara. I'm actively trying to be more consistent with Buster's routine and positive training. His energy is boundless, so structured playtimes and mental games are key to preventing boredom and ensuring he feels secure in his new home. It's like a constant negotiation of expectations and trust building. Clara, absolutely. Do you have any advice for someone considering adopting a pet for the very first time, perhaps feeling completely overwhelmed by the application process or finding the right animal? David, I'd say first, be patient with the process. Shelters have stringent rules for a reason. They want good homes. Second, be honest about your lifestyle and what you can offer. Don't try to be someone you're not to get approved. And third, be open to adopting an animal that might not fit your initial, ideal image. Sometimes the best companions are the ones you didn't expect. Clara. Excellent, incredibly practical advice. And perhaps on that note, encourage them to celebrate the small victories throughout the adoption and integration period. Like their pet finally eating well or seeking out affection. David, definitely. Every wag of the tail, every contented purr, every successful potty break, every silly moment of play, is a mini triumph in the beautiful journey of adopting a pet. It's a rewarding marathon, filled with endless opportunities for connection and learning. Practice section. Part 1. Vocabulary of adopting a pet. Let's review some key vocabulary and phrases related to adopting a pet that Clara and David used. The integration period. The time it takes for a newly adopted pet to adjust to its new home and family. Think about what makes the integration period crucial for a new pet. Animal welfare. The well-being of animals encompassing their physical and mental health. Why is animal welfare a primary concern in pet adoption? Overwhelmed, buried or drowned under a huge mass of something, feeling unable to cope. Why are many shelters often overwhelmed? Emotional challenge. A difficulty that tests one's emotional strength or stability. How can adapting to a new home be an emotional challenge for a rescue pet? Separation anxiety. A condition in which a person or animal experiences extreme distress when separated from a primary caregiver or attachment figure. What are signs of separation anxiety in a pet? The adoption journey. the entire process and experience of adopting a pet, from searching to integration. Oh, what makes the adoption journey unique compared to buying a pet? A major triumph, a great success or victory, an outstanding achievement. Oh, what would be a major triumph for a newly adopted pet and owner? A perceptive, having or showing sensitive insight, observant. Oh, how can a pet be perceptive of its owner's mood or surroundings? A reassuring, making someone feel less worried or afraid, restoring confidence. Oh, why is a pet's growing trust reassuring to an adopter? Turn the tide, to reverse the general development or course of a situation. Oh, how can a pet's presence turn the tide on loneliness for an owner? A game changer, an event, idea, or procedure that affects a significant shift in the current way of doing or thinking about something. Oh, why is a rescue pet's first show of deep trust a game changer? Memorable misconception, an unforgettable mistaken belief or idea. Oh, what was your memorable misconception about pet adoption? A stereotype, a widely held but fixed and oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of person or thing. Oh, why should we avoid stereotyping rescue pets based on their past? A rehabilitating, restoring someone or something to a former state or to normal life. Here, helping a pet recover and adjust. Oh, what does rehabilitating a rescue pet involve? A vigilant, keeping careful watch for possible dangers or difficulties. Oh, why is it important to be vigilant during the adoption application process? A resolve, to settle or find a solution to a problem or difficulty. Oh, how do you resolve behavioral issues with an adopted pet? A patience, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. Oh, why is patience crucial during the pet adoption and integration process? Mitigate the challenges, to make the severity, seriousness, or painfulness of difficulties less intense. Oh, what proactive strategies can mitigate the challenges of integrating a newly adopted pet? A predictable routine, a consistent and expected pattern of daily activities. Oh, why is a predictable routine important for an adopted pet? Positive reinforcement training, a method of training that uses rewards for desired behaviors to increase the likelihood of them happening again. Oh, what are the benefits of using positive reinforcement training with adopted pets? Anxiety, a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an event or something with an uncertain outcome. Oh, how can a stable environment reduce a pet's anxiety? Alleviate, to make suffering, deficiency, or a problem less severe. Oh, how can pet insurance alleviate financial stress related to pet health? Boundless, unlimited, or immense. Oh, what does it mean for a pet's energy or curiosity to be boundless? Long-term commitment, a dedication to something over an extended period of time, an obligation that lasts for many years. Oh, why is pet adoption considered a long-term commitment for both the pet and the adopter? A mini triumph, a small but significant success or victory. Oh, what constitutes a mini triumph during the pet adoption and integration journey? Part 2. Reflecting on pet adoption. Think about your own perspectives on pet adoption, whether you've adopted, volunteered, or are considering it. Answer the following questions. If you've adopted a pet, describe one memorable misconception you had before adopting that proved to be different. What was one unexpected win or moment of profound connection you experienced with an adopted pet, no matter how small? What is the biggest challenge or setback you faced during the adoption process or the initial integration period? And what did you learn about your own patience or resilience? In your opinion, what is the most rewarding aspect of adopting a pet compared to other ways of getting a companion animal? What kind of research would you do up front if you were considering adopting a pet, focusing on aspects like their temperament and needs? How do you think a predictable routine can mitigate the challenges for a newly adopted pet with separation anxiety? What proactive advice would you give to someone who feels overwhelmed by the idea of navigating the adoption journey and finding the right animal? Part 3. Practicing phrases for discussing pet adoption. Imagine you are talking to a friend about the importance of pet adoption and your experiences. Practice using the following phrases in your conversation. I truly believe adopting a pet is the most rewarding choice for animal welfare. The initial integration period can be tough, but seeing them flourish is a major triumph. I need to be more proactive with their training to mitigate the challenges of their boundless energy. It's a significant long-term commitment, but the unconditional love they give back is immense. Every small milestone, like them finally feeling secure, feels like a mini triumph. I learned not to stereotype rescue pets based on their past. They're incredibly resilient. What's your advice for someone who feels overwhelmed by the adoption journey? A predictable routine can really help alleviate anxiety for a new rescue. It's about giving them a second chance at love. Practice incorporating these phrases naturally into your conversation. Part 4. Role-playing a scenario. Advising a friend on adopting a pet. Imagine a friend is expressing interest in getting a pet but is unsure about adoption versus buying, and feels a bit daunted by the process. You want to share your insights on the adoption journey, highlighting both the joys and the practicalities. Take turns offering advice and expressing concerns. It's a fantastic idea. I truly believe adopting a pet is the best choice for both the animal and you. You're giving them a second chance at love. Friend, I'm interested, but the shelter seems so overwhelmed, and I've heard some horror stories about animals with lots of issues. What if I can't handle the emotional challenges? It's true, some come with challenges, but many are just confused or scared. They need patience and consistency. A predictable routine can really help mitigate those challenges, especially during the integration period. Friend, I'm worried about their history. What if they have severe separation anxiety or hidden health problems? That's why shelter staff are so helpful. They can tell you what they know. You might need to do some rehabilitating, but seeing them flourish is a major triumph. And consider pet insurance to alleviate unexpected costs. Friend, I'm also worried about the application process. It seems really strict. They have to be thorough for animal welfare. Just be honest about your lifestyle. My biggest advice is to set realistic expectations and be open to different types of pets. Sometimes the ones you don't expect are the perfect fit. Friend, that makes sense. So it's a long-term commitment but very rewarding. Absolutely. Every small sign of trust, every bit of progress feels like a mini triumph. Their unconditional love makes it all worthwhile. It's a true game changer for your life. Narrator. As Clara and David's inspiring experiences vividly illustrate, the journey of adopting a pet is a profound act of compassion and a truly enriching experience. It's about opening your heart and home to an animal in need, navigating challenges with patience, and ultimately, building an unbreakable bond rooted in trust and unconditional love. By understanding the process, embracing the unique quirks of each rescue, and committing to their lifelong well-being, we can transform not only an animal's life but our own, filling it with unparalleled joy and companionship. Thank you for joining the English Learning Podcast today. We hope this episode has provided you with valuable language and comprehensive insights for understanding and discussing the beautiful journey of adopting a pet. We'll be back soon with more engaging conversations to support your English.